Welcome to our podcast, Fuck the Diet Cycle, with myself, Lauren Knight, and Abby Lodge. This podcast is for you if you're ready to end the diet cycle. So grab yourself a cuppa, get comfy, and let's jump straight into this week's episode. So you're on a weight loss journey and the summer is well and truly here. Hallelujah. Woohoo! And now you are wondering how on earth you can socialize without ruining what you're actually working on. Do you avoid things? Do we not socialize? Do we not turn up? Or do we just throw caution to the wind and hope that something's going to happen and we're going to love what it turns out to be? No, none of those things. We are going to teach you how to socialize successfully throughout summer whilst still aligning with your goals and with what you want to achieve.
Yes, absolutely. And I really like what you said there about like just throw it at the wall, like throw spaghetti at the wall and just hope that something sticks. And I think a lot of us kind of go into that like mentality of well, I either can't go or I'm just gonna wing it. And you know, to some degree, yeah, winging it through life, it can get you to some places, but when you have a goal in mind and when you are really, really focusing on your health and your weight and all things like that, literally trying to wing it is only going to end you back to square one. So going to these places, first off, we do not avoid socialising it. And I think so many people are shocked when we say, you know, if they say, oh, I've got this coming up, I can't go. And we're like, no, you're going. You are absolutely going. You are not going to miss out, because if you're going to miss out, then you're going to play the whole victim or if I can't or woe is me and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to go. But you're going to go and you're going to make a plan beforehand. So having that little plan. So, you know, where are you going first? You know, is it a barbecue? If it's a barbecue, barbecues are probably the easiest event or whatever to navigate when you're on a weight loss journey, because everything is barbecued, which is just better anyway. There's salad available. You can even take your own food, and I think so many people, we come from that kind of era of, oh, I can't take my own food, or you know, oh, it's rude, or it's absolutely not. Of course, if you're turning up with like one breast of chicken or something and say, can you put that on the barbecue for me, but nobody else can have it, then yeah, there may be a bit of a are you all right kind of thing. But if you're like really, really set on, you're really, really focused and you're really not sure, you know, they might only be doing burgers and sausages, but actually you would really like a chicken kebab or whatever it is, take some, but make sure you take enough so that other people can have it. And people are more than happy to throw stuff on the barbecue and get you involved. Do not kind of go sitting there like, oh, well, there's nothing here that I can eat, I won't eat, because then people are going to start saying, oh, you shouldn't be doing that diet, oh, go on, have one, and all of that. And then that whole kind of mentality sets in, and then you just end up going, fuck this, I'm going to have 4 burgers and a hot dog, and then where are we?
Yeah, exactly that. And I did that not so long ago. A couple of weeks ago, I went round to my sister-in-law's and my brother-in-law's, and they did a barbecue. And to be honest, I'm not actually a massive meat lover, but I do love salmon on a barbecue. So I just contacted them and said, are you happy for me to bring some salmon? Like, I'll enjoy the salad and all of that. But to be honest, I'm not going to eat the meat. It's not because I can't have it. I genuinely don't enjoy it. And he was like, oh my God, I've got salmon here anyway, like no problem at all, I'll stick it on. And if someone asked me that, I'd be like, of course, like do what you want. I wouldn't be offended at all. I want people to enjoy what they're consuming. And again, it's about allowing yourself to align with what you want to put into your body. You wouldn't do it for any other substance or alcohol or whatever. So why do we feel that we have to eat something just because you've been offered it or you're around someone's house, and even if you don't like it, you find yourself eating it and you're like, why did I do that? So that's got to stop. And then you've got things like days out of theme parks. If you've got children, or I don't know, it could be that you're going down the beach, picnic, going out with school mums, whatever. We've got days out coming up in the summer holidays that are going to be out of routine. You're going to be around food that you've not got before, and it's about planning ahead. of course you still need to go. Of course you still need to be fueled. You can't say to yourself, well, I'm not going to eat anything, because you're going to be starving hungry. And then what's going to happen? Your mindfulness is going to go out the window, and you're going to end up paying a small fortune to get a dodgy burger and cold chips.
And that is the other thing as well. Like, we are, there's no kind of um shying away from the state of the economy right now. Like, it costs literally hundreds for a day out regularly, so then to add in extra food that you may not have accounted for, like, people just can't afford it. So save yourself some pennies and plan ahead as well. That's really, really good.
Yeah. And you can, so it's about going, right, what do I enjoy? What can I take? So things that help, like snack wise, that I would always pack in my little bag is vegetable sticks. So vegetable sticks for me are, they give me the crunch, because that sometimes is all I'm looking for, a bit of a crunch. They're refreshing. And then I'll take a dip to go with it. So whether that be hummus or cottage cheese, don't turn your nose up at that. Don't do that. It's amazing stuff. Your cottage cheese, the way that you deal with that is my way that I think of you with Marmite, okay? So yeah, like your vegetable sticks and stuff, they're good snacks. Apple and peanut butter, like that is, I love that. A bit of sweet from the apple, and then the peanut butter for the savory. So having those snacks that are low calorie but are going to keep you going, whilst the kids going, what's for, I'm hungry, what's this, what's that, can I have something out the bag? Because I don't know what happens to our kids, but I'm pretty sure when we go out on a day out, it's like they've never been fed before. So I'm constantly getting stuff out of the bag, and you're there, aren't you?
Mine just act like they literally have never seen food, and it's like everyone's like, "Do you not feed your kid?" Well, yeah, I do, but at home they don't eat this much.
Yeah, exactly that. And mine don't either. So I'm like, I don't know. So making sure that you're not at the bottom of the pile, because the amount of times that I've had clients call me whilst they're out, and I'm sure you've had the same, Ab. I forgot to pack anything for myself. Now in a situation, what do I do? And they start panicking. And it's like, right, make yourself a list before you leave. If you're packing for the kids, you need to pack for yourself. You're just as important, and you need to fuel. So, making that list, that really helps me of knowing, right, okay, what am I going to have? I like to take things like quiche. I find that salads are fine as long as you put like an ice box, the little ice things, packs into your bag. Wraps are a really good one, because for me, if you've heard my podcast before, I've spoken about how sandwiches just don't work for me. They trigger me and all of that. So I don't take sandwiches, but wraps are really good and they hold up fine. Instead of taking a big bag of crisps, I take individual bags, because again, the kids don't need all of this endless amount of snacks. It's not just about us, just because we're on a weight loss journey. Remember, we are ending the diet cycle. We are breaking those chains. So that also means we need to do the same for our kids. And that doesn't mean that they can't have the crisp or they can't have the chocolate bar or the ice cream. It's not that. It's just they don't need an endless amount of it every single day of the 6 weeks holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like to take, some people don't like them, but whatever. I love a pepperami. Like, and Olivia is like a pepperami fiend, but she has to have like the actual pepperoni. She can't have bloody Aldi special.
No cheap stuff.
No, but I really, really like them because they are high protein and they do keep you satisfied. So it is just about being just that little bit pre-prepared, and also don't forget to take your water bottle out with you. If you are doing nothing else, your water bottle has to become an extension of your arm. When the summer holidays hits and routine goes up the wall, the first thing that goes out the window is your hydration. And you'll notice if you let your hydration slip, then you'll start getting those cravings and your energy will be low, and then you're more inclined to go for those those snacks and those foods that really, really don't align with you. But the most important thing to do is really truly align with exactly what it is that you want to get out of the day or whatever, and how that's going to support your goals. If you're going somewhere and you know that they serve something that you really, really love, go and have it. Don't deny yourself that, but truly align with it, because when you truly align with it, there is no guilt. You're like, yeah, I've had that. It might be a piece of fish or something from you. I'm thinking of like South Korean seafront, for example, and they do a really nice bit of fish or whatever, go and have it. Because if you're like, no, you're just going to get home and you're just going to end up binging because you feel sorry for yourself. So being pre-prepared is really, really, really key. Something else that I did want to talk about, with events and everything, we have got quite a important football thing going on at the moment. Don't know if you've heard about it.
Oh, what's that then? I think I must be living under a rock. I'm not sure. What's all the flags about everywhere?
um, and you know, the country, we go mad for the football. We all become referees overnight. It's just, it's just
That's
amazing.
because most referees are wankers.
But that is something else that we need to take into consideration. If you do enjoy the football, I do not enjoy the football. I've watched one match, but but if you are part of a family that does like to watch the football, that does like to have like garden parties and things like that, still have them. Just have a little bit of planning that goes into it before. Be your future friend. Think to yourself, you'll probably be having a barbecue. We don't know what England are going to do, but pre-prepare. And also to think about at barbecues, the crisps and the snacks that people, I don't know why people throw these things on the tables, but again, be mindful about what you are putting into your mouth from those crisps and stuff, because
Chewing
they have
gum.
got chewing gum. Yeah, they have got some dead calories in them. Before you know it, you are a big share bag down at probably about 600 calories, and you're not. It doesn't do anything for you. So be really, really, really mindful.
Yeah. And I just want to add as well, when we've got events, particularly across the 6 weeks holidays where there's more events than what you would normally do, you really need to start looking at what event means what to you.
Mm.
So, for example, if we took a 7 day period and you had a breakfast out with your mum friends, and you've got a whole day out at Chesington or a theme park of some sort, and then you've got a beach day with your partner and the kids. That's 3 events coming up in the week. So, what one do you want to have? The fish. So is it that you, when you go to the beach day, you really fancy a piece of fish and a portion of chips? In which case, if that's the one that really, really means something to you, the other two have to be managed in a more mindful way, because you can't have it all. And it's not about
No,
restriction, it's about managing, okay, these are all the events, and we just can't consume it all and not expect our bodies to hold on to that. That's not about being on a weight loss journey. That's
no,
not about dieting or counting calories. It's nothing to do with that. It's about just being realistic and knowing what you can physically put into your system before you feel uncomfortable. So really think about what one means the most to you and then play it backwards from there. That really helps me. Yeah, with that.
yeah, absolutely. And so many people, like what you said there about, like, being realistic, will then come in and say, yeah, but then you're still restricting. You're not restricting if you are. So for me, when you've just said those 3 things, I don't care about breakfast. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't like fish on the seafront, so Chessington for me would be probably the day that I would choose. So that would mean I'd still go to breakfast with my friends and whatever, but I would probably just choose some scrambled egg on toast or something like that, and then I would still go and have
Beach day.
the beach day, but I wouldn't get the fish because that doesn't mean enough to me. I've
Yeah.
not restricted. I've not missed out. I've not, anything at all. That is just me going, I really like sugary donuts at Chessington. I don't even know if they do them, but let's just say that. And that's what I really, really want. So the other things, I'm just going to be more mindful. That's nothing about you're denying yourself, you restrict, because when you are at maintenance, when you do get there, yes, we don't count calories anymore, and but we are still aware, because there are times when you do still want to eat the entire contents of the fridge and things like that. You just have to, we've done the work now that we've got other ways to deal with it, but we still have to be mindful, because I could easily go and eat 10 cakes. I don't even like cakes, but anything, but then it's still going to have an effect on my body. So that is where this whole balance thing comes into play when you are on your weight loss journey and learning what balance means for you. Balance for everybody looks different. So don't get too kind of, oh, well, she does this. Everybody is absolutely different. So don't worry about what other people are doing. Do what feels right for you.
It's choices, isn't it? Making the
Yes.
choices, aligning with your choices, and knowing that that's what creates your pathway. So hopefully that helps, and you can see that we can navigate the summer holidays. You don't need to become a recluse, and you can still align with your goals. Thank you for listening. Be sure to follow us on social media using the links below. And don't forget, new episodes come out every single Sunday.